Hey guys, James here, and today I'm playing a game of Domination on Siege of Shanghai. This is of course the map that we all know and maybe love, maybe hate from the beta. And I have a good strategy that I want to share with you. First of all, I should probably let you know that I am using a Carbine here with the support class. And basically I had a strategy that I used at the beginning of the game to get sort of the unlocks for the different guns. I think it works really well, and it's a good way to sort of avoid those awkward situations where you want to use a certain type of gun, but you can't, and it can be pretty difficult to rank up through the classes. There are a lot of situations, especially in Domination, where some of the guns just don't work very well on certain maps. So basically this strategy, what I did is I sort of grinded my way through the engineer class just to get the first carbine, of course the AK-5C, that's what I'm using here. And it can be tough using the MX4, or of course you can go through the campaign and get the P90 as well. But just using those starting guns for the engineer class, it's not going to be great. Of course it gets a lot easier when you do unlock the carbines. But getting that first one can be tough, so you just sort of grind through that, use it on sort of close quarters maps, try to play more of a close quarters style on a lot of these Domination maps. There are spots on most of the maps where you can do that and be successful. And then once you get that first carbine, you start playing with the carbine on the support class. See, a lot of the light machine guns, they're not really built for Domination or other close quarters game modes. Of course, there's always places on any map where you can use pretty much any type of gun, but it's a lot easier, I think, to just sort of put your head down and just roll through that class and unlock the shotgun if you're using a carbine. So of course I stick with the AK-5C here, that's what I'm using in this game, that's the setup I mentioned at the beginning. And I also do the same thing with the Recon class, just to get the designated marksman rifles, get the motion balls also out of the way. Because then you can play more of a Spec Ops type role. I actually unlocked the silencer for the AK-5C in this game, and I ended up trying that a few games later. Didn't work out quite the way I wanted to with the Recon class, but still it's a good way that you can play, that you don't really need to use the bolt action snipers. A lot of people aren't good at sniping, or if you just want to unlock more stuff so that you can be sort of a better overall soldier as a recon, this is a great way to do it. So later in this game I actually do unlock the shotguns, and after that I switch to the assault class. And of course that's still the most powerful class, still the best class for Domination especially, because it is just a killing game mode. There's no vehicles to worry about, really no long ranges where a sniper is that effective, and it's really the best class, but I think that they did a really good job of balancing it out to sort of make it not as dominant as it was before. So that was of course a big concern coming into this game, and from everything they did it seemed like that was going to be something that was a lot better, and that's what we've seen so far, I think at least. Now of course if everyone's just using a carbine on their different classes, it pretty much just feels like assault anyway. Sure, you get rid of that whole revive and healing aspect of it, but every gun, pretty much every gun that's a carbine feels like an assault rifle, at least that I've used so far. And if it just devolves into that carbine versus assault rifle gameplay, that's not completely better, but I think the carbines are a great way to sort of level up your classes, like I mentioned at the beginning, to level up your classes. And it just, I don't know, it just works a lot better that way, I think, than trying to use the, excuse me, instead of just trying to use the completely close quarters guns that you get with the engineer class, or the more long range sort of suppressing fire type guns that you're going to get with the support class. I've seen it a couple times so far in this game. Obviously everyone knows this map from the beta. The big issue it's the people camping on the roof, the Roofies as I call them. Maybe you don't like that name, but I don't really care. And boom, pistol. Oh, I don't know what shot hit that guy, but he died. And so you've seen it a couple times. I get killed by the guys that are on the roof, the Roofies. They're just sitting up there, just not playing the objective at all. I mean, I guess they're kind of defending C, but other than that, they're just sitting up there trying to get kills. And they're pretty much every map, maybe not Dawnbreaker. To be honest, I don't know the layouts of the maps that well yet to really, just off the top of my head, be able to spit out which ones don't have roofs that come into play on Domination. But pretty much every map does have that roof. You'll see right up here, I think that this is the kill. Yeah, there you go, shotgun. So I finally unlocked it, you get the quibs there, QBS. Decent shotgun to start you out with. But as I was saying, pretty much every map does have a roof that comes into play. And this game, I think we do a good job of sort of showing you what you do when the other team wants to just hold the roof. What you do, you triple cap them, you win the game. You don't just keep going out into these lines of sight where they can just blow you away. Because you'll see here in a minute, we're going to try to go up the elevator, and that just doesn't work out. They know to expect that. It's not going to surprise them in any way. There's just a guy looking right at us when we go up there, and he blows us all away. If they want to play like that, you know, fine. Just go ahead and win the game. And here, I kind of just wanted to switch classes, so I played stupid, went out and got myself killed. Hey, you know, you do that sometimes. You can see there, just from that little kill cam view, there's at least 4 or 5 guys that are visible up in that one little area. And here we go. We're headed up to the roof. We're going to clear these guys out. Because even though we're not that far into the game, we're already ahead by 80 tickets. So, I mean, you know, we're going to win. And how does that M320 not hit this guy? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. One of the issues with this game so far has been the netcode, so maybe that was something that came into play a little bit there, but you never know. And really, it just comes down to that guy not wanting to play the objective. His other friends up there not wanting to play the objective at all. They just want to get the kills. They don't really care if they lose, if they win. They're playing Team Deathmatch. We're playing Domination, that's why we win. You can see a lot of the guys that are on the ground. If I could have opened up the chat at this point, you would have seen that obviously they weren't exactly happy with how their teammates were playing this game. Because of course, if they're not up on the roof with them, chances are they actually do want to play the game and try to win. And so they're just getting really frustrated. And it's frustrating to be on that team where you can't win the game just because half your team's not even playing, basically. And here we go. You may recognize this moment from my video where I did sort of the real-life thing and then tried to relay it into Battlefield. If you don't, I'll leave a link in the description to that one for sure. So I get that double kill there. The grenade obviously helps a lot. And pretty soon here, you're going to see a strategy that I think works really well for clearing guys off the roof. And you don't have to be on the roof to actually do this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bounce the explosives. You can use, you know, M320. Of course, the XM25 sort of has this feature built in, so you don't have to do it like that. But pretty much any explosive you want to use, you can just bounce them off of the inside of those billboards, because a lot of times that's where the people are going to be hiding. They'll be either looking downstairs, and you can bounce it off the one that's to my right now. That might not technically be a billboard, but still it's a wall there that they can sit in front of, and of course the explosives will come off of that and do splash damage to them. And of course that guy stuck up behind me, came up the same way I did. Nothing I could do about that. But here, I'm getting back on the roof, and you're going to really see this strategy of mine work. And it's not something, like I said, you don't have to do it from the roof. Like, there are spots, even by that lion head out in front, you can hit the ones on the opposite side of this building, and there, boom, kill. Guys aren't expecting to get hit from there. That's a hit marker there. It's just, a lot of times it's not going to just take one, it's going to take multiples, and there I get a double kill with it. I wipe that squad, and they're not on the roof anymore. Of course, there's still other guys on the roof. Why wouldn't there be? But as I was just saying before, you can do this from pretty much any angle on the ground even. You can get the explosives up there. Of course, the XM25 is literally built for that. But these other ones, you know, just the normal M320 does it pretty well. This billboard to my left here, or even those generators, from by that lion statue down sort of by A, you can get an explosive up there. And it can do a lot of damage. And even if that's not the shot that takes him out, that makes him so much weaker. You know, if you put him down to 50 health, obviously you then have a huge advantage in that gunfight. And look at this guy. Oh, how cute. Trying to climb up the ladder. You're not getting back up here, Panda. Panas? I don't know what that just said. Whatever his name was, he wasn't getting back up here. And boom, rank 10. Wow, that seems like a lifetime ago right now. Hit 20 a couple days ago, last time I played, I think. And so, like I said, if they were using that strategy where we were just standing there, they could have easily taken us out with a couple M320s. But now we've got the game won, so we kind of just go up there and goof around. I go 20 and 6, you see, and uh-oh, I'm typing in the chat. This can never be good. Oh, I just hit GG. Well, look at that. Look at me being all classy and such. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I kind of rambled on there a bit, but basically, just there's always a way to counter the roof. You know, you just have to play smart and not let them control the game by being up there. So if you want to hear some more stuff like this, more little tips about how to play or not to play, just let me know. I will, of course, be happy to share them with you. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would leave that like rating. That would help me out a lot. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe. But above all else, guys, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.